Dear students, we are going to do the first chapter of the book First Flight. The name of the chapter is A Letter to God. Here we are going to do the summary of this chapter. Lencho was a farmer and he was extremely hard-working man. However, his crop was destroyed in a hailstorm. He had a firm belief in God. He asked God to send him some money. At the post office, the postmaster read Lencho's letter. The postmaster and the employees collected some money and put it in an envelope signed as God. Lencho receives the letter, and when he counts the amount, he finds it 30 pesos less. Believing that God can't make a mistake, he writes another letter telling God to send the rest of the money, but not through the post office, as they are a bunch of crooks, and he believes that it is they who have taken away the money. Now, this was the summary of the story. Now, I will put the whole story point-wise, which will make it easy for you to refer at a glance. First of all, we will talk about Lencho, the protagonist, a hard-working farmer. So, Lencho, a hard-working farmer, faith in God. His house is situated at the top of the hill. His field is ready with crop. He looks at the clouds in the sky, waits for the rain, for he feels with the rain, he will get a good crop. Heavy rain, hailstones perish his crops. Now, soon he has the rain and the hailstones perish his crops. Lencho, happy at first, considers raindrops as new coins. Strong wind accompanied by hailstone destroys crops completely. Now he has lost everything that he had. With the loss of his crop, it's the loss of money, loss of hope. But still in his heart he believes that there is someone who can help him, and that is God. So he writes a letter to God. What does he write the letter to God about? Lencho, sad and sorrowful, nothing left even to sow seeds for the new crop, writes a letter to God asking God to send 100 pesos, and he places the letter in the mailbox. Now we come to the other important character of this story, and that is the postmaster. The postmaster's helpful gesture. Staff at the post office amused by Lencho's letter. Postmaster reads the letter, decides to help Lencho, collects only a little more than half of the money demanded by Lencho, sends the money to Lencho, signing the letter as God. Now, when Lencho gets the reply, he feels angry. Lencho receives the money, counts it, gets angry. Thinks that God must have sent him the full amount. Blames post office employees for bungling the money. Writes another letter to God asking for the rest of money, but not through the mail this time. Now, we come to the message of this story. Extreme faith in the Almighty gives a ray of hope. Childlike faith in God can accomplish anything, even impossible. We should learn to trust humans, for God works through his people. Justification of the title: the whole story revolves around the letter. We come to know that about Lencho's faith through the letter he writes to God. We come to understand the postmaster because of his reaction to Lencho's letter and faith in God. The first letter to God illustrates faith in God. The second letter shows the lack of faith in fellow human beings. This conflict. What is the conflict in this story? The conflict between human and nature. Man proposes, God disposes. And here it is the nature which has disposed. He wanted rainfall, and instead of rainfall, along with rainfall, there is hailstone which spoil his crop. Lencho, through rainfall, expected a good crop. Unpredictable nature spoils his field and hard work. Lencho calls the post office employees who helped him as crooks. Shows that Lencho lacks the sense of faith and trust in one another. And it is this lack of faith that results in a conflict between humans themselves. I hope my attempt to summarize this chapter and put them point-wise will help you to understand the chapter, and when you are in a hurry or when you want to refer at a glance, this will be helpful. Thank you very much.